Number one, I would recommend taking roughly about 20,000 IUs of vitamin D3 every single day.
There are many people on the internet, Dr. Berg included, that recommend taking extremely high doses of vitamin D because they do not think there are any negative effects. And while for some people there won't be negative effects, for other people vitamin D toxicity is very real and could occur at anywhere over 10,000 IUs a day, which is only half of what this individual is recommending. The other extremely underlooked aspect of vitamin D is some of the effects that it can have on the absorption of heavy metals. You see, vitamin D's functional role in the body is to increase the absorption of calcium in the intestinal tract, and it does this by upregulating the production of different calcium transporters. With that being said, there are dangerous heavy metals that can also be absorbed through this transporter, in particularly lead. And in some cases, mothers who supplement with vitamin D during pregnancy will overabsorb lead and cadmium from the diet, which could negatively impact their child. And it's fairly well documented that vitamin D can increase the absorption of different micronutrients, such as magnesium, copper, zinc, iron, and selenium. But because of this, it also increases the absorption of heavy metals, which is why excessive supplementation with vitamin D can actually be dangerous, particularly if you're living in an environment that is high in heavy metals or you eat a diet high in heavy metals. But one thing that's extremely important to understand is that when heavy metals get into our body, they reduce the levels of vitamin D that would show up on a blood test. Therefore, you might take a blood test and realize that your vitamin D is low. So then you go taking more vitamin D, which, as I mentioned, will increase the uptake of these heavy metals even more. But higher levels of these heavy metals will continue to suppress your vitamin D. So the problem of accumulating heavy metals and still not changing your vitamin D with vitamin D supplementation will simply worsen. Which is why individuals selling vitamin D supplements and telling people that everyone should be on a vitamin D supplement might actually be dangerous for some. So not only is 20,000 IUs of vitamin D a day actually very close to toxic levels, but if you're currently taking a vitamin D supplement and your vitamin D is not moving, the answer probably is not to increase your vitamin D supplement. Rather, it's to figure out what underlying factor is suppressing your vitamin D. And one very real possibility is an overaccumulation of heavy metals. And as I mentioned, this vitamin D supplement could actually be making it worse. With that being said, if you want to learn more about your physiology and you want to learn how to take control of your health and energy, send me a DM to sign up for coaching.